Hi, my name's Costas.
I'm Chris.
Welcome to this week's episode of the weekly magazine.
Apparently we need a better name.
Yeah, Andy Nichols, what shall we call it?
The weekly magazine?
What a great idea.
Yeah,
yes,
that's
go
what
for it.
Anyway, last week's competition, the word was dice. Dice was the word.
Loads of entrants.
So we have got loads of people who've got the correct answer. They're all in here, so Costas, pick me a wiener.
That hat looks familiar. Where'd you get it from?
I borrowed it off somebody.
There's quite a lot in here actually.
There is.
Right, let's choose one.
Got one? Okay.
Paul Morley.
Paul Morley.
Oh, a new winner. Fantastic. A pack of cards is on its... No, I'm joking.
You'll be getting a prize through the post. Contact us, Paul, with your address, and there'll be something in the post to you. Well done.
Excellent.
So, we're going to change the competition.
Yes, we are. It's a great idea by myself, Chris Congreve.
What we're going to do, we're going to try this for a few weeks and see how we get on. We're going to give you a cryptic clue to a famous magician, okay? And all you've got to do is work out who that famous magician is, and basically comment, and we'll draw somebody out of the hat. So the first clue to a famous or a well-known magician is Mickey Spider, okay? So the first clue is Mickey Spider. Right, so if you know who Mickey Spider could be...
During the show we'll give you another clue.
No, we won't. It's Mickey Spider.
No other clue?
No other clue.
I won't mention mentalism or
No,
anything like that.
don't mention... You've done it now. Don't mention it's Mickey Spider, that's your
That's
only
probably
clue.
confuse people even more.
Right, so what have we got, what are we talking about this week, Costas?
We got some great... I know we said that last week, but
Say it every week.
we say it every week. We have... It's just come on the market. It's the Lynx Wallet. We're going to be looking at this.
Yes.
You like this.
Yes.
I love it. Everyone here loves it. Christopher over there. Don loves it.
Oh.
In fact, everyone here has now officially got one. It's that good. And they only arrived yesterday.
Okay.
Or 2 days ago. Or
And
3 days ago.
the new trick by Titanas, which is Oracle. Okay. So Costas is going to be performing Oracle. He's been studying hard.
I've actually learned a trick for this week.
He's been practicing. So we're going to be doing Oracle. And finally, the blast from the past is Fresh Mint by Cameron Francis. Okay, so on with the show then.
Great.
So Costas, I have my wallet here with no money in because I work for you and I'm married. I would like you to name any playing card for me.
King of Hearts.
And this is a free choice, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I've got an envelope in my wallet, which I'm going to leave here. Now, Costas, that is the only envelope in my wallet. Is that correct?
Yep. There's no money in there
There's
either.
no money in there. I've just explained that. I'm married. I've got no
I could
money.
have at least let you a fiver to put in.
Yeah, true. So I've got an envelope in the wallet that's got a playing card inside it. Ladies and gentlemen, the King of Hearts.
Really nice.
Thank you.
The Lynx Wallet.
Lynx Wallet by Lynx Magic.
This is really nice.
Isn't it?
If a lot of you will probably remember a trick by Mark Oberon called Bang On.
Yeah.
Fantastic trick. It's no longer on the market. Big hit at the time. If you've never had Bang On, always wanted one, or wanted something similar,
This is better than Bang On in my opinion. And shall I tell you why? Because I know you were involved with Bang On. Okay? And I'll tell you why I think it's better.
well, I think it's better because of one wallet.
It's one wallet. It actually looks like a wallet. Right? Bang On used Himba wallets.
Yeah.
Which Himba wallets are fine, they're great and all that. They don't look like a wallet.
And you needed to have more than one.
And you need to carry more than one. This, you can carry your credit cards around, you can carry your money around, and you can name any playing card and it can be produced from this wallet. So considering that there are 52 possibilities, that wallet is nice and thin.
Well, we compared it to my normal everyday wallet. And my normal everyday wallet is thicker than this.
That's because of all the money you've got.
Yeah, right. And it's all the anyway, yeah. And this has got all the outcomes.
Yeah. the Costas actually, he had 6 months off work last week because he fell off his last year because he fell off his wallet. Yeah, you can literally any sort of playing card, okay, in a wallet. Now, watching the video of this, now you don't get a DVD, by the way. You get the wallet, you get the envelopes, you get the cards.
You get a link to watch it online.
You get a link to watch it online, which is becoming more and more popular these days. I personally
make sure you've got a fast internet connection, unlike us here.
We were doing the buffer phase, weren't we? while we were waiting for it. You know, it's really well explained, and when they've come up with this, a lot of thought's gone into the design of it, to the point where one of the guys who actually makes, is involved with the release, he does a lot of stage mentalism and stuff, so he's had it made from a shiny leather, because he says when he's on stage, it's more obvious to people in the audience
that it's a wallet,
which is really clever thinking, I think. So, for me, you know, it takes up no space in your, I say no space, very little space in your pocket. You can use it on stage, you can use it in a close-up situation. Very, it's self-working. There's some memory work involved, but the beauty of it is...
Once you've learnt it, you've used it quite a few times.
Yeah, of course. Well, the nice thing about it, of course, mate, is you can set it up however you want to. You know, he does show you how he sets it up.
If you've got your own way of memorising, remembering position, sequence or whatever, you can use any setup you want, as long as you eventually know. If someone named the 6 of hearts, for example, you know where to go in the wallet to pull out that envelope.
Exactly. I think that, yeah, and it's really nice because, you know, like I did in a performance, you can show the wallet empty afterwards. What they do in their performance is they show an envelope with a card in, an envelope with a card first. Yeah. So I've got one envelope in there, and we'll come back to it later. I prefer...
That's actually a nice idea.
That is a nice idea.
Because at the end, they think that you're taking that envelope
out.
But you can't show it empty at the end with that.
Well, that's right. Yeah, so I prefer to do it the way I did it in performance, just to take the envelope out first, and then say, oh, by the way, it's the only envelope in there. But that's just personal preference.
So you've got a wallet you can actually use as an everyday wallet. Yes. You can have money in there, you can have your credit cards in there, any whatever else in the you put your receipts in there.
It's basically taking Colossal Killer, which is the thing that started this.
Yeah.
You know, Kenton Nepper's Colossal Killer, and it's taking it to the max, really. So for me, it's a definite step forward in this plot.
I can see myself carrying this around with me.
Yeah.
Because it can be used as an everyday wallet, and then you can show. So you can have it as an everyday wallet. Perform this trick, which in everyone's eye is a miracle. You know, they name a card, and you pull out one envelope from inside your wallet, and inside the envelope is that chosen card, and then you can show the wallet empty.
It's really good. It's really good. So for me, it's a definite winner. I would. It's not cheap, but for the type of effect that it is, it retails at about £79.
Yeah, £79.99.
Now there's wallets out there that are a lot more expensive than this that don't do what this can do. So for me, it's a definite winner, and I recommend the Lynx Wallet.
Really like it. Well done. Chris, got a pack of cards here?
Yes.
Would you like to take the cards out of the pack?
Yep. And
get rid of the card box? That's how we roll. I always wanted to say that. But give them a good shuffle.
Okay.
That's how the professional shuffles, apparently.
Yeah, that's how I shuffle as well. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, do you have a favourite card?
I do.
Okay. Now, if your favourite card is a picture card, change your favourite card, because we don't want to use a picture card because it will be a bit easy and obvious.
Too easy for you. Okay, I'd like to give you a challenge.
Give me a challenge.
Okay, so I'm thinking of a card.
Yeah. You're thinking of a card, take it out of the pack.
Okay.
And place it in your pocket.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Now, if you want to place the cards, do you want to give them another?
Shuffle them again.
He's trying to make it difficult for me.
I don't trust you.
Now, you know all cards have got their mates. So if it shows the 8 of hearts, it would have been 8 of diamonds.
Okay.
Now, do you know the mate of your card?
Yes.
You do. Great. What I want you to do is cut these cards into 3 equal piles, approximately 3 equal piles.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Choose one of those piles.
Middle.
That one. Okay. I'm gonna just spread these here.
Okay.
like that. Now choose another one.
This one.
This one. And then we're gonna spread these here. And the last one, we spread these as well.
Okay.
Okay. Fantastic. I don't know what card you've chosen to place in your pocket, and your mate, I don't believe it's in this pile here.
No.
Get good at this, aren't I?
Yeah. Get in there.
Also, I don't believe it's in this pile here.
No.
I believe it's in this pile here.
Yeah.
What I'm going to ask you to do in a second is just choose a card. Choose a card, any card you want.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you like to take the card out of your pocket?
Yeah.
Would you like to turn both the cards over?
Dramatically.
Dramatically.
So the card I thought of, by the way, was the 3 of clubs.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yes, very good.
Nearly had a brain freeze there. I haven't been performing this for long. It took me a few days to really get to this.
Yeah.
But give me a couple more days and it'll be more fluid.
So let's just say then that this is Oracle, a new effect by Titanas and Murphy's Magic.
Yeah.
And well, I mean, I wouldn't attempt at doing this straight. You need to be able to use mathematics.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Paul Viggo, and he released a trick called the Club here, and it wasn't as easy to perform as this.
This is kind of what this is based on, yes.
And that's what this is based on.
Okay.
And I really like this. Now, if you can't count, or don't like maths, I wouldn't even attempt it.
Is it difficult then?
It's actually really easy. It's
Okay.
really easy. It's not something you're going to learn in 10 minutes.
Is it something that you can practice and get better at then?
Absolutely. It's a way of training your mind to do something in a different way, which
Okay.
I found for myself. It's actually very simple to do.
Okay.
With anything, for example, a memorised deck. How many people out there use a memorised deck? It took them time, practice and effort. Same with this. You don't memorise anything. You don't know what card they're going to choose.
That's the thing you see. That's why you're going to fool magicians with.
It's a free choice. So they can give you a pack of cards and you can perform this.
Yeah.
As long as you've got a full pack of cards. With practice, it's really easy to do.
Now, obviously, I know the method because I've seen the DVD and stuff. But I think after a couple of weeks. So Titanas says on the video, actually, he says a week. He reckons you could do it quite quickly in a week.
I got to this stage.
Well, I'm a bit of a thicker, so
I've got to this stage in 3 days.
Okay. But you still nearly froze at the end there.
I still nearly froze at the end. I wasn't as fluid as I should be.
Okay.
I did have a brain freeze because I believe I knew what card he had after doing whatever I needed to do, but I still brain froze because I wasn't as fluid as I should be. Give me another couple of days and I'll be as fluid as Titanas.
I think as well, this is one of those things that once you've learnt it, it'll probably stay with you. Is that a fair comment?
Absolutely. Once you've learnt this, you won't forget it because it's very, very easy to do.
But you've got to practice.
You've got to practice it. Once you've practiced it and learnt what you needed to do, you can do it. I believe I've done it really fast, and that's without putting that much practice in. But maybe it's because I like this kind of stuff.
Okay.
I really like it, and for £9.
Is that what it's selling at?
It's $8.99.
What for the DVD?
For the DVD.
Okay, well that's good, isn't it? That's good value. You don't get a value like that these days very often, do you?
What else can you say about it? It's a technique you'll learn. You perform this miracle. it would be one of these tricks where you perform to magicians and fool them.
The nice thing about it as well is you don't have to do that particular trick. You can use the first part of it and then go on and do
absolutely.
other things.
And I froze on the second part.
The second part you don't need to do. Okay, by doing the first bit, you have got, you know what their thought of card is, just by spreading through.
And the great thing is, even though I froze on the second part, and everyone watching this would know what I've done, it's not the part of the trick. It's not the method. It's got nothing to do with the method, so you won't know.
That's just the reveal, isn't it? You could do anything to reveal it.
You won't have a clue how what the method is by watching the thing. It's very, very clever.
Okay, well, so that's Oracle by Titanas, and for $8.99, I mean, you know, it's definitely worth picking up.
If you want something as strong as this, have a go. This week's Q&A, Chris, what was the question?
The question was posed on last week's show, and it's all about peaks and troughs in ups and downs in a set. Okay, so in other words, is it still relevant today? Okay, these days with the soundbite, people just want bang, bang, bang. So do we still have peaks and troughs? That was a long way to describe the question, but we have had some decent answers. So, you want to start off, Costas?
Yeah. What's your opinion?
My opinion is yes, you do have peaks and troughs. In other words, all your material, you want it to be as good as it can be. Okay, but there's going to be people like you to chat and to talk to them as well. They're probably the only time they've ever met a magician. So that's going to be one of your down moments. You open up with something impressive, and then you'll have a chat. If I'm working in a restaurant, I'll say, "Is it somebody's birthday? Are you having a night? You know, how come you out, guys?" and so on.
It breaks things up, doesn't it?
And it does break things up rather than going bang, 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 gone. Okay, you have a little chat with people. So that's what I think, really, and a few people have sort of come up with similar answers as well. So if you want to start,
and Andy Nichols is the first answer. But before we continue, we feel sorry for Andy Nichols. We wish you.
Hope you're on the road to recovery.
Hope you're on the road to recovery. We've got a brief video of Andy at the end of the show. Wish you a prayer, and hope you do recover from
your addiction.
Your addiction. So we'll see the message from Andy Nichols later. Right, Andy Nichols says, I think it's relevant and can be applied to individual effects as well as a whole performance. Sometimes this works better for people's attention spans. I think the idea of a grand final and strong start still apply, but it's always more important to connect with the audience and build rapport, and they won't come along with you for the ride anyway. I think it's always good to lead them with the strongest material. Just make sure the dip in the middle isn't too long or contains effects that aren't commercial enough.
Good point.
That's a very good point. And if you listen to a lot of my answers in this Q&A, I do relate it to, for example, the training room or real life. Because in the training room, or you're giving feedback to someone, it's the sandwich effect, which is a universal principle in all industries. If you're going to give someone feedback, you give the positive at the beginning, the negatives in the middle, and end with the positive. It's the same with this. You do your strong material at the beginning because you want to capture people's attention, and you've got to end strong as well.
Personally, I think that works better in a stage show. Okay, you're doing a stage show. You watch any stage performer on a cruise ship or a holiday park or whatever. They come out and they go bang, and they get you straight away. Right, they'll just make fast-paced music, boom. Okay, then in the middle, they'll slow it down a bit and they'll get someone up and chat to the audience member, and then they'll go back up in the close up.
Then it peaks.
Close up these days, I don't think you have time to do a less powerful effect.
Oh no, I think all your effects should be strong. However, if you do have something that's not that attention grabber, don't use it at the beginning, use that attention grabber, and same for the ending.
Yeah, absolutely. So Gary Jones writes, the troughs shouldn't be your tricks, i.e. weaker filler type effects. they should be the leadings to your next blockbuster effect. Okay, so that's pretty much what you just said, isn't it? You do need the peaks and troughs though, otherwise the audiences don't catch their breaths. Good point. And you still need to build each effect you do a beginning, middle and an end. So to sum up, the peaks are your effects, the troughs are the in-between segues.
Have you ever listened to someone that's got a monotone voice? It's it's very boring. It's the same. If you bang, 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 it does put people off.
Yes. Absolutely.
So Gary's got a very
Gary
point.
has got a good point. So Colin McKenzie, yes. Now this is an interesting thing. Okay, so he says yes. It's like saying, do you still need night? Okay. Without contrast, the audience can't fully appreciate what's going on. You need a flow which contains peaks, troughs, and many other elements to really take them where they want to go. However, like most of these things, it's all contextual, so the amount of each element changes depending on the situation. I think Colin swallowed a dictionary this week, but I get where you're coming from.
Paul Gordon, I'm very full-on, energetic, pacey as a performer, but I do have peaks, troughs in certain tricks for dramatic effect only.
That's a brilliant point. You know, you want to, you build as the tricks get into its conclusion. That's when you build up your energy, and then you know. The body language is something else that you use in these things. You know, you sort of lean in when you want everybody to look, and then you stand back when you want to take your applause, and so on and so forth.
It's very powerful when you do change your tone and stuff.
Yes.
And lead them in a certain direction, and then you hit them hard.
That all comes with experience, doesn't it? Of being a performer, you know. I don't think that's something you can learn. I think that's something that
it takes. I've got a routine, and it took me a good 10 years to get it to where I wanted it to be.
Yeah.
And it's got that element in, but it was really difficult getting to that stage.
Yeah.
Because you do need to put effort. It's trial and error, a lot of practice, and figuring out how to get that dramatic effect.
Yeah, there's just some good answers, good points. So this Louis Belcher, peaks are the climax of each trick usually, or the climax that a series of tricks is heading towards. My downtime is usually the story towards an effect or something I'm doing later on. Okay.
Well, Adrian Ward said something very similar previous ones. Apologies if I'm missing something. It's Monday, so apologies.
He posted that on Wednesday, by the way, so he really is out of it.
I shouldn't have read it anyway, but I'm out of the plot. But for me, it's best to have an immediate impact first trick. Then once you've got them, the next one should build a great kicker. You take your audience with you. Yes. So effectively, it's that.
Yes, absolutely. And then finally, Grant Maidman's quick tricks and bits of business in between other routines is great to change the tempo of your act. It's a good point, actually.
Yeah, absolutely.
Things like, you know, vanishing a Sharpie, or, you know, you know, anything really, so some little bits of business in between the tricks. Okay.
Well, absolutely, because being a part of a magician, you're getting paid to perform magic, but you can talk to your audience.
Of course.
You talk to your audience, and that builds that, you know...
It does, it's like Andy said earlier, isn't it? You know, it's all about building a rapport with your audience. So I think, you know, what everybody's saying really is that the troughs, if you want to call it the troughs of your act, are basically when you're talking to your audience, which is something that, as I mentioned earlier, very often people have never met a magician, or they've just seen their Uncle Cyril do a card trick at a wedding once and so on. So I think it's important that we do that as well. We've got to be seen to be, you know, human.
You want the audience to be comfortable with you being there.
Yeah, absolutely. So thank you for your brilliant replies this week. We'll be posting another question shortly. Okay, that'll be up on social media, on the Facebook pages and on YouTube and stuff. If you have got a question that you'd like us to ask at the show, please get in touch. We'd always like to hear from you and to take your comments and use them. But that's it for this week.
That's it.
Yeah,
great.
Thanks very much.
This week's Blast from the Past is Fresh Mint by Cameron Francis. Let's watch a trailer and we'll be back.
goes something like this.
What the? This is a blast from the past, isn't it?
This is one of Full 52's earlier releases.
Or 2009.
Yeah, one of Cameron Francis' early releases. So with the clear Perspex box effects are quite popular right now. We thought we'd show this because this, if you haven't seen it,
it's a cracking trick.
It's excellent. The trailer doesn't. It shows you bits and bobs, so you don't really see what you're getting. But essentially, it's you can have a folded card or a folded banknote to tic-tac box, okay? And at the end, you are left clean as a whistle. And also you can do it as a nest of boxes type thing. So Cameron Francis, in his performance, he does it with a note, and he's got a tin, and inside the tin is the tic-tac box. But like I say, at the end, when you tip it out onto the spectator's hand, the box is empty and they can examine it. All right.
The great thing is small and compact, so you're only carrying something that's that big.
If you're going to do it with that on its own, rather than with the. But the nice thing is as well, the way it's been constructed, the card or the note that's in there, you can actually leave it on the table and they can look at it all the way around. Okay, so you know, what can I say? It does what it says on the tin. It literally.
You'll have to make it up.
You've got to make it up. You need to buy a Tic Tac box and send me the mints.
If we don't say, we get someone saying, "Where's my Tic Tac box?"
Yeah. No, you need to buy a Tic Tac box, and you need to buy one other thing. There's a little bit of arts and crafts, but it's not hard. Okay, bit of double stick tape. Take you about 10 minutes to make up, if that.
Simple construction.
It is, and once you've got it made up, it's it's going to last you a long time. There's nothing to wear out. There's no.
I forgot all about this actually.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, I've had it for a while, and I made one up and stuff, and it's so deceptive. It's great. It's
I like tricks with Tic Tac boxes because they are very organic, aren't they? Everyone knows what they look like.
Yes, it's something that you can recognise straight away, and it does. I mean, for me personally, I think the better way of doing it is putting it down inside another box rather than putting a box down with a prediction.
Yeah,
it's my personal thing, because when they open it up and there's a card in there or a note in there, they're like, oh, hang on, But yeah, I mean, I love Cameron's magic anyway. He does some great. We've reviewed his lie detector on the show before, which is fantastic, and this is a great one too.
You like everything with boxes?
I am a bit of a sucker for card to impossible location. It is my thing.
Our mate John Allen's got one apparently.
Has he? What's that called?
I don't know, for Blackpool.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he has got one. I thought he was on about the destination once again.
It better be different.
Yeah.
You better excite us.
Yeah. So anyway, that's well worth checking out. Fresh Mint by Full52.com and Cameron Francis.
Fantastic.
All right. Thank you.
Not much to really end with this week.
No, that's it. So I hope you've enjoyed the show.
We've been saying the same thing we've been doing the past couple of weeks, still working on the Blackpool stuff.
Yes.
We finally filmed the live performances. We have,
and they went down really well actually. So
actually, I was impressed.
Yeah, they went well. So the stuff for Blackpool's it's on the way. The clue again, famous magician, Mickey Spider. Okay, Mickey Spider. That's the clue. If you know, stop it. If you know who Mickey Spider is, get in touch with his real name. He'll be in the draw to win some prizes. Okay, and well, we're going to have to leave you this week with a slightly disturbing video from Andy Nichols. Hope you get over it soon, Andy, and we'll leave you with this.
Hi, my name's Andy, and I am a fan of the magic Magic Tao weekly podcast. I've been clean now for about 3 hours since I last watched it. My story's fairly typical, really. I started out, occasionally sort of watching trailers for Chris Convery products. I was particularly into The Light and Child's Play. That obviously then led on to harder things. And before I knew it, I was buying dupes and things. And then I started buying the odd product from Magic Tao, and then before I knew it, I was contributing weekly to their magazine show thing. Really needs a better name, doesn't it? Anyway, that's my story. Peace.